I ran from my abusive ex and I think he found me. I, 27, ran from my abusive ex when I was 4 months pregnant. I got into a different state. I legally changed my name and I didn't name my child the name we had agreed on. He didn't know my social or my ID number. The only way he had of tracking me down was my name, but that was gone, long gone. I had signed into domestic violence safe haven shelters to get into my own place and find a job. I had built a great life for me and my child. I had planned running from him for a little over a year because it felt like my only way out. He would always find me and drag me back. He made it out to if I don't take my depression meds I act out and tried to harm myself. The police ended up believing him and became of no help. They brushed off all 4 of my DV calls as simple disagreements. I had saved up just a little over $10,000 in an bank account my mom had set up to help me get away and come to her so he wouldn't find out about how much money I really had. My dad helped mostly by putting in a lot more than what I could. He would get suspicious and ask where all my money was going and I would pass it off as bills. In my new town I've made very few people aware of my situation. It's people that could help if something was to happen. These past 2 months I've been being watched by someone unknown. He's always wearing a baseball cap and sunglasses, but I could swear on my life it's my ex. I ended up leaving work a few times due to having panic attacks from seeing the guy. He never interacts with me, only my coworkers. He waits until I'm out of earshot to speak to order and he gives different names for his orders. My coworkers have thought it was strange because he comes in almost every other week for a week straight for the past 2 months using different names. After this I went to the police station to speak to one of the people I made friends with and is aware of my situation. He said he would have patrol officers drive by my house and keep a lookout. I never seen him around my house or drive by it. I started getting letters in the mail that is from I believe is from him. No one signs them with their name. The envelope only ever has my old name and new address on it. The letters consist of him saying I love you and miss you. It never goes into detail about who is writing them. I took them to the police station to the one I'm friends with. He told me I need to find another place to stay for a while and file for a restraining order. I made a fake account and messaged one of my old friends. They said they was glad to hear from me, they are glad I'm okay, and that he's been trying to report us as missing, which I had already knew. That he's still there working his old job, but he does go on week-long trips and nobody knows where he's going on them. What's keeping us from becoming a missing persons case is my mom. Police had contacted her and she told them everything. She showed them proof that I was in fact alive and doing well. She explained why I ran, but she said she wouldn't disclose my location. They ended up contacting me to confirm the story my mom gave them. The police finally after all this time believed me. They asked me if I wanted to come back to file charges or a restraining order. I told them no, I want to stay where I'm at and to stay as far as I can from him. Yesterday I had missed my mailman and he left a slip that I need to sign for a letter. I haven't order or request anything to have to sign for. I'm not on any government benefits or having any court case going on. I reactivated the fake Facebook and messaged my old friend again. She said she hasn't heard anything but she'll ask. I keep it active and she messaged me early this morning. She said that there is some talk that he knows where I'm at and he's thinking about going to court and take me for custody. I asked her if I would get it via mail and would have to sign for it. She said she isn't sure that I would have to ask the post office. I left the letter there all day yesterday at the post office instead of calling them and going to get it. I don't think I want to go pick it up. I don't want to face the possible truth that he has found me. I don't want to go back to that town. I don't want to go back to my old life. I don't want to relive the nightmare I had finally escaped. I don't know what to do at this point. After I made this post I went to work. When I got to work they said a guy came in looking for me, they described my ex. They kept telling him I don't work there and if he comes back and they'll have him arrested cause apparently he threw a big fit when they said I don't work there. I was given permission to leave to seek legal help. I went to my friend that's a cop and got me in contact with a few lawyers. I had spoken to one and he's taking my case. He filed stalking, harassment, and domestic violence against him. He has also filed a CPO. They issued an warrant and cops are combing the area to find him. They all have his picture and name, they aren't going to stop until they have him in custody. I sat and cried because this has been my life for the past almost 5 years since I ran that he's trying to ruin. Where I live they rule in favor of the mother when it comes to domestic violence. Apparently since I left he was with someone that filed charges against him for domestic violence and it got dropped. Thank you so for all the kind words and advice, I have appreciated it beyond the words I could say.